most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today, we're going to talk about shoulder pain relief. We're going to show you 3 ways to get rid of that
Shoulder
pain.
blade.
Oh, did I say? Oh, shoulder blade pain.
Yes, the scapula,
I forgot
Bob.
a word.
We must be concise
That
and
is
accurate.
irritating pain, isn't it?
Yeah, but Bob,
by the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free. We upload every day. Also, if you want to check us out at bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section. We're always giving something away. What is? I don't know.
we don't know.
Check it out.
Is it a future video?
Yeah, let us know.
Okay.
You can also go to Facebook. If you subscribe to us there, you'll always know what we're giving away because it's pinned to the top of the page.
Say no more.
Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
And even more exciting, we do have some podcasts out there, and they're excellent. Enjoy those.
Great interviews.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some wonderful people. I don't know how you got these people. They're experts.
Yeah, we must bribe them somehow.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about the shoulder blade, which in our terms is a scapula. One thing about when a patient comes in and they say they've got pain right here, I'm already pretty optimistic. We're going to get this cured pretty quickly because sometimes the pain is not from the shoulder blade itself, but it can be referred from the lower neck, which oftentimes equals a pretty quick cure. But we're going to go on and show.
We could also be talking about between the shoulder blades, right?
Right. Yep. Between here. But there can be some things with the shoulder blade because these muscles can get tight, misplace it. There can be some other issues involved with nerve entrapment, whatever.
The shoulder blade can kind of be out of place.
Yep. Yep. It's really, it's the connection between the neck and the shoulder movement. So we got to look at this a little closer. Shall we go on with some more anatomy?
Sure.
Would like to show you some of the muscles that connect the blade to the shoulder and the blade to the neck and the spine.
This will really help you,
visualize.
Figure out what we're talking about.
Exactly. Okay, the muscles that hold the shoulder blade to the rib cage and to the neck and the front part of the body. We're going to start on the back side of the body, and there's this large muscle here. And that is the trapezius. We got the upper, middle, and the lower trap. And that's a very broad, thin muscle. If we take that out of the picture, then we're going to go over to this side. There's another layer of muscles underneath it. We've got the rhomboids here. And then we got the rhomboid minors here. And then we got the levator scapulator. I pronounced that wrong. Scapulae, actually.
Yeah, and that can actually cause some neck pain.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can see how it attaches to the top of the scapula, and it goes all the way up into the first cervical vertebrae.
Yeah, it's interesting how all these connect to the spine itself and to that scapula for motion. If we go to the front of the body, we turn around in the front, we're going to come over here. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to show this in a little bit. These muscles are actually on the scapula itself, sandwiched between the rib cage.
Yeah, you can't see it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's behind the back.
But this muscle right here is we want to think. Well, where is it? No. We want to
this one right here, Brad.
There it is. I'm sorry.
Pec minor.
Pec minor.
Red doesn't help, does it?
Yeah, right here. This little muscle connects to the coracoid process. We're going to point that out because that muscle gets tight. It's going to influence the movement of the scapula or the shoulder blade.
It's going to pull on it.
Yeah, that's what I said, influence.
Yeah, there you go.
It's going to cause problems is what it's going to do, the bottom line. So we've got to get at the muscles from the front and the back and loosen them up, stretch them. We're going to do a little massage on them, and we're going to create a wonderful, pain-free shoulder blade. This is kind of a fun board to play with. Yeah. All right, we'll catch up next here. Okay, so let's talk about, now we see the muscles and where the muscles lie. We're going to imagine all the muscles are off, like on Sam the skeleton here. And we're going to look at the shoulder blade itself. We have the muscles here and the blade, and here are the rotator. Oh, there goes the humerus. Don't worry, we don't need that.
We don't think it's funny.
No. So we got the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus muscles, and there's a few more. And actually, the interesting part is on the back side of the scapula, there's more muscles that are actually between the shoulder blade and the rib cage. They're kind of
subscapularis.
sandwiched in there.
It's part of the rotator cuff.
Yeah, very important muscle group actually. So let's take this off and look at with no muscles at all. And one thing I did want to point out is let's look at the front. Here we've got Gumby keeping track of Sam. But anyways, this bone right here is called the acromion. Wait, that's acromion up here.
Coracoid process.
Coracoid process. It's a big one. But that bone has a pec minor connected to it, and that's an important part we're going to stretch out.
Yeah, because you can see if that muscle is tight, it's going to pull on that shoulder blade.
Right. Now on Sam, we can't move it because there's a bolt to it, but we don't have bolts going through our body. So we're going to make this shoulder blade as mobile as possible so all these muscles are not holding it in place. And there may be some scar tissue, some fascia, which is now being researched and finding out that's a big part of pain. So that's what we want to show. Now we're going to go to, like I mentioned earlier in the video, sometimes pain at that area can be from the neck.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Very common.
One quick test that I do in the clinic, and you can do it yourself, is sit in a chair, probably not a stool, but this is what I have handy, in a chair with good posture. Bring your chin and ears over your shoulders.
Align it.
Align things up. Do a little chin tuck, and some people already feel pain down here just from this.
Yes.
If that happens, there's a good chance the shoulder blade pain is from your neck. And if you cannot do this, and it hurts there because you're starting to do this, I'm feeling pretty certain you got to clear the neck. I mean, you have problems with both, but you got to get your neck moving, and you're probably shoulder blade pain will go away with it.
What are you saying? Clear the neck? You pretty much treat the neck,
right?
I mean, we're assuming a pretty strong correlation.
Yep, exactly. Now, in this video, we're not going to show you how to do that technique because it's a whole nother treatment because we want to look at that shoulder blade.
So we're assuming you move the neck. There's no shoulder blade pain.
Yep. Everything's good with the neck. There's no correlation.
Yeah.
So now we're going to show you some stretches.
Gotcha.
Get the mobilize that scapula.
Well, should I do the Sowermans first?
Yeah, Shirley Sowerman.
Surely you jest.
What?
It's an old joke. Surely you jest from Airplane.
Oh, sure.
I remember. Shirley.
That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah. Did you want to check range of motion?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So one thing you can do, let's say this is my painful side. My left arm goes like this. You may want to compare both at the same time. And if you have this problem, we need to get some mobilization so that they're even. We could go out to the side. This one goes up to here. Maybe this one is stuck here versus out like that. I think those are probably the best thing to check.
Probably enough, yeah. Mm-hmm. So again, remember the shoulder blade moves quite a bit on both sides.
Right, slides right across the rib cage.
So that's what we're going to try to do to get some movement with this. And this again developed by Shirley Sowerman, and the quadruped position,
hands and knees,
and you're trying to actually get the shoulder blades moving and the shoulders moving at the same time.
So right now, this shoulder blade is sliding across that rib cage and coming back. So you're going to do that.
I don't want the neck like this. I want it down like this.
Yep.
So it's level with the back.
Right across here.
Yep. And all the way down. In fact, you might even feel like you're stretching out a little bit.
Yeah, you're getting that lat muscle also in there. Yeah. You're doing this very well, Bob.
Thank you very much.
Oh, very good.
So I don't know how many reps you want me to do.
5 to 10. You know, sure. No more than 10 at a time. 10 would be fine. You could do this, you know, with a stick like this. We use a Booyah stick because it works well. So you can do it in a seated position. It has to be something that you can grab a hold of that's solid, about 4 or 5 feet long. And this lean forward, and this will do a similar stretch. You may want to just do one arm, and this actually works quite well. And I got the stick so it's not moving on the bottom, and I'm going to stretch, and I can just feel that shoulder blade come up. You know, actually, Bob, we could show him some, you know, the hanging would do a good mobilization. Do we got time for that?
Sure, but the thing about this, Brad, is you can start lower. Let's say you can't bring the arm up that high. You can start here and work it.
There you go.
And then work your way up a little bit further and do it again.
Yeah, if you got some real tight muscles,
And again.
It's going to take, it may take, a week or two
Sure.
if you're really scarred down from an accident.
Oh, you don't have hanging handles there.
Oh, Bob, what did I do with them? So you can actually do some hanging. If you have a pull-up bar, that works wonderful. We don't have pull-up bars because we use our own
Pull-up system here.
Pull-up system, our handles. And you're just going to simply hang gently. I'm going to go down and hang. And right there, can you point out where those shoulder blades are really...
Yeah, they're both being stretched out very
Yep.
nicely here. And you actually can do it the other way too, Brad. You can do with your back against the
Yep,
wall.
absolutely.
And that way you get a little support from the wall too.
Yeah, it's more comfortable this way. This feels good. This is great. This is going to be good decompression on your spine as well as
your low back,
Yep.
mid back.
and shoulders for that impingement. This is just a wonderful exercise. And you're going to hang 10 to 30 seconds. I usually go about 10 to 20. And that's fine. I usually do that one every day, particularly for my swimming.
Yep.
It's a great thing for shoulder blades.
Yep.
The chicken wing, you want to show them this one?
Sure.
This is a nice one. You need a stick again.
I want to make sure on this case that you don't have rheumatoid arthritis. You don't have shoulders that dislocate
Right.
or loose shoulders.
Mhm.
You're double jointed.
Yep.
So what you're going to do is I got the stick. Now you could do this with a broomstick too,
Yep.
or a PVC pipe. And I got my palm on the upper arm face forward.
So you can see his palm is that way.
Now the lower arm is actually palm out.
Yep. Thumb is up, palm is out.
And now I don't want to hit my head. So I'm going to go off to the side a little bit and I'm going to lean forward, bring the stick forward.
Yep.
I'm not going like this. I'm going like this.
Yeah.
I'm actually bringing the arm forward.
It gives you some leverage so that you can extend the shoulder joint, which is a very critical part. Mackenzie has a whole series on shoulder extension.
You can work on this first if you want to, just trying to get up higher and higher.
Yep.
And then every so often throw in the stretch
Yeah.
this way.
I wouldn't spend a lot of time on this, especially if it's
Right.
tight. But as you get better, you'll find that
Excuse
maybe 10 repetitions it would be good. When you start, maybe 3 to 5.
Sure.
The other thing you can do with these muscles is you can do some massage. Massage guns are out now; they're very popular. If you happen to have one, there's the only thing about the back is
It's very difficult to reach.
yeah. If you're doing it by yourself, if you don't have someone to do the massage, the gun, a gun like this would work great. You could get to your upper traps with this, and that works fine. But if you want to get to that
Shoulder blade.
yeah,
Pretty tough.
right in this area, you can use one that's handheld. And actually, these are cheaper. I'll get that one going.
They're not as powerful.
Nope. And for, if you're a thin person or older person,
Yeah.
this is all you really want anyways. And I can get right there. You're probably going to want this arm to relax and do it with the other hand.
Sure.
Little challenging. But again, if you got someone in the house that can do it for you, you wouldn't want to do it standing. You would probably want to
Then I
lay.
can really apply
Oh.
some pressure.
Yeah, you can hear, the rib cage. You're getting pulsated just by my voice.
Now you may also want to hit your pectoralis major and minor because they do affect the shoulder blade.
Right. We talked about that with Sam
Yeah.
when we showed that coracoid process. And you're going to get in there pretty deep,
Yeah.
especially if you got some large pec muscles. That's when a gun like that.
Eee.
Oh, yeah. But that's going to loosen that part of the shoulder blade up. So,
And even the pec major attaches to the humerus and pulls it in,
Right.
which pulls in the shoulder blade. So
exactly. They're all connected.
yeah, it's good to stretch out this, massage this
Right.
muscles.
So, Bob, was there anything else about the
No.
shoulder blade?
Remember, we can fix about anything on the
Except
opposite
for-
side.
Yeah.
We can't fix the heart.
Yeah.
It's on the opposite
the
side
broken
of the shoulder
heart.
blades.
Yeah, well, we don't even know our anatomy is
Yeah, yeah.
evidently, but yeah, well, good luck with it. I'm sure you'll get that shoulder blade moving and decrease the pain and improve your life. So just be careful.